Now, as many of you know, in the early years of my YouTube channel, I became quite popular by basically bullying kids. And in today's video, I feel like I've actually come full circle because that's exactly what we're going to be doing. But with the added sense of I am now a 26-year-old man, so we're going to find a middle ground, okay? Because there is a group of people online that have been bullied so much right now. And don't get me wrong, it is hilarious. I do also want to, defend them a little bit. So you may have seen what is advertised online right now as the, I can't believe I'm saying this string of words, and ironically, the TikTok Rizz party. So there's been a flyer going around. I think it was stuck on someone's car. It says TikTok Rizz party. And it's on Thursday, the 18th of May from 8 p.m. until 3 a.m. So you can assume that this is, a pretty late night party. There's going to be some crazy things going on. It's sponsored by Toke. I have no idea what that is. Music by DJ Play. Again, I have no idea what that is. But it does also say that the party itself, you need to be 18 to enter. So it's going to be an adults party. Now, unfortunately, what's happened over TikTok the past weekend, I've actually been away. I've kind of been having a bit of a detox from social media, mostly because I was at the Insomnia Gaming Festival in Birmingham. I know a lot of you basically are just having like PTSD from me shilling that every video. It's over now. I won't be promoting it anymore. Don't worry. I was doing a meet and greet. Like, seeing all of you was just absolutely amazing. But what happened over the weekend is there was an account on TikTok and it was called Island Entertainment. And the account itself says it does DJ services, photography, videography, weddings, sweet 16s, and proms. It's basically a corporate company that'll do anything, any kind of venue. And what they did is they posted this video here, the boys showing how it's done at Jillian's Sweet 16th. And they're playing the song Carnival by Playboi Carti. I can't play it because it will get copyright claimed, but you could really just see the kind of energy they're giving off at this party. And because of the unfortunate timing of this TikTok Rizz party flyer going around and this video being posted, all the top comments are saying TikTok Rizz party. So the internet basically was completely gaslit into thinking that this was actually the TikTok Rizz party, when it wasn't. It wasn't in any way. Like I said earlier, this is someone's 16th birthday, and on the flyer it said it was like an 18 only club. I think there's also one comment as well saying whose bar mitzvah was this. But the thing is with this video, it became so infamous, and because people online are absolute degenerates, they looked into these characters and they were doing full-on character studies to the point that there is now homework at schools for the TikTok Rizz party. And like I said as well, these kids that are in the video that were probably just, enjoying themselves. Last night was a movie, as everyone says in the comment section. People were just breaking down their characters like we're doing some kind of analysis for a Martin Scorsese film. Clear-cut group leader. Make sure he's front and center without objection. Blue tie. The others look to gain his approval. Known as ruling with an iron fist. Pudgy white shirt. Obviously second in line to the throne. Serviceable backup. Knows his role. The group leader's right-hand man. Goofy R tongue guy. An outcast trying to... An outcast trying to work his way in. Desperately wants to get applauded by the group leader. Looks like a total idiot in the video. Will go to any means necessary to be a part of the group. Tomato head. Third place for the leader's spot. Ominous character. There are theories that he may try to overthrow the group leader. Very respected part of the group. Very complex. Guy on the far left. Not part of the group. Group leader doesn't even know his name. Tried so hard to get in the video and barely did it. Simply irrelevant. Guy behind the group leader. Not a very high-ranked part of the group. Protects the group leader. Knows and respects his role. Good at his job. Now, the fact that people have created these characters that went to this party and they're now doing in-depth character analysis and lore like it's a paracynical video, that is absolutely insane. You know what? The next main channel video, it was going to be Darkwood, this like scary top-down horror game with no jump scares. I'm going to scrap all that, all right? I'm going to scrap all that. Even though I went up to Sweden and I filmed myself in a costume walking around in the snow at like -6 degrees and my hands hurt for days afterwards, I'm going to put all that aside and make the next main channel video the TikTok Rizz party. I just can't. It's like TikTok Rizz party. That is... This is actually the most I've genuinely laughed in such a long time. It's just TikTok Rizz party. I can't think of a worse name for an event. And the worst thing is, this wasn't even the TikTok Rizz party. Ow! Oh my god, my heart hurt then. Am I dying? I'm laughing so much, I'm like giving myself a stitch. Like my heart valves are closing. But yeah, like I said, it was a poster and a flyer that was put around everywhere. It is just horrendously awful timing but the fact that it is now known infamously and cemented in history as the TikTok Rizz party. I'll be honest, guys, with this video, I'm just trying to say TikTok Rizz party as many times as I can, but because the word itself, it's just so ridiculous. Now, unfortunately, the fun and games do have to come to an end. Like, for example, this video here of someone that was at the TikTok he was at the party, all right? He was at the party, and his brother actually came on TikTok to defend him, saying, guys, why are you being so cringe? Why are you being so mean? This is my brother. Leave him alone.
This is my little brother, the face of the TikTok Rizz party. If you don't believe me, that's me and him right there, as you can see. And to all you motherfuckers hating on him and his like friends and shit, you guys see a raw and genuine vibe and hate on it. You guys are allergic to happiness and fun, bro. God forbid boys have fun, bro.
Now, after the brother came out and said no more fun and games, he's having a hard time, what do you think the internet did? Do you think everyone took a step back and went, you know what? It's obviously a bunch of kids that they're enjoying themselves. We should just leave them alone. No, of course not, because it's TikTok and everyone's on it 18 hours a day and they hate themselves. So if you go down the comment section right now, you can see people saying the group leader even controls his big bro, and bro is the mastermind of the TikTok Rizz party. One thing I've noticed, by the way, because I'm 26, I'm a dying old man at this point. If you make a comment on TikTok and then if you end it with the crying emoji and the praying hands, it's like back in 2017 when YouTubers would put the Vivo watermark in their videos to make it juice views. I don't know how it works, but it is an actual cheat code. Now, to make matters even worse, the news got involved, not actual mainstream journalism. I'm not talking about them, but people on TikTok news, which is basically anyone that can get their hands on some kind of lapel mic and briefly break down the entire situation.
This video is currently the most viral video on TikTok, and the group of friends in the video are getting an unbelievable amount of hate.
The problem is with this situation, it was just kids having fun, right? It became a pretty funny meme, and I feel that because of how quick the cycle is of trends, that this would have died within like 2 to 3 days. The reason why it didn't is because you had a bunch of like text chat warriors basically open up their phone and recording videos defending them. I get it, okay? It's a bunch of kids and they're being attacked for, you know, basically having fun. I mean, is it cringe? Yes, but like, who cares? But unfortunately, what is keeping this meme going at the minute is people making these incredibly long, drawn out videos saying, guys, don't you make fun of someone online. Don't you do it. You're sad. You're sat there behind a computer screen. You're a loser. And like I said, because the hype train to hate on the TikTok Rizz party is so strong right now, that guy whose video I just played, the comment section saying stuff like, bro defo went to the TikTok Rizz party. And also, not to mention, just completely making up lies that he hosted the TikTok Rizz party. Now, TikTok does really seem to be targeting anyone that went to the TikTok Rizz party. For example, this guy here, who now TikTok is just lying, saying was T Nichols, who's another TikTok creator that got into a lot of controversy recently. Apparently, he was at the Rizz party as well. One thing that amazes me with these trends that last like no longer than a couple of days, how people continuously add onto the lore. Whenever a new video clip is posted of the TikTok Rizz party at like a different camera angle, people go wild. It's like a behind the scenes to how the Hunger Games was made or something. Like, I saw this one video of a guy explaining the colognes that people were wearing to the TikTok Rizz party.
I would wear to the TikTok Rizz party. Number one, obviously Dior Sauvage. I saw a lot of comments of how it smelled like Dior Sauvage and sweat in there, and I can say that is 100% accurate. Number two is Lamal Elixir. Every single kid at my school wears way too much of this for some reason. Lastly, we're gonna have the most TikTok fragrance of all time, off now 9 p.m. And also, please take a shower. Like, please, I'm begging you. Please take a shower.
I will admit, even though this meme is completely alien to me, some of the clips I'm seeing of it, like the lore analysis stuff, it is genius. So this one here is saying, reviewing the footage of the Rizz party, it is clear White Shirt is capable of being group leader, but holds himself back. Let me explain. If you look closely, he stops himself from getting a rhythm and just moves his hands awkwardly. This is his way of signaling that Blue Tie is alpha and that he knows he is second in command. Realized he did it too much and quickly stops. He realizes that the other henchmen, bro, they're calling them henchmen now, might catch on. Now he has to quickly do a more normal movement, a brilliant tactic. Now he shows respect and acts as if blue collar is getting turned up. A simple respect method that every second in command knows. I've never actually had this much fun doing a Pyro Live video in so long, and that is saying something. Like, I'm literally just talking about TikTok Rizz party. And of course, because it is TikTok, home of short form content, and because it is TikTok, home of short form content, we have the TikTok Rizz party edits. This is edits that people do to make things look more flashy or stand out. I really don't have to explain what an edit is, but yeah, they exist. They are real.
Go, 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 go. I just full. She call me Drake cause I got a pull. I raise up the impossible.
And to all my horror fans out there, people that like a little bit of spooks, the TikTok Rizz party has metamorphosized, if that's, is that even a word? I'm not even sure. I'm too stupid to find out. They've started to do anti-piracy screens. Now, I'm pretty sure you all know the meme with anti-piracy screens. It's like these kind of made up screens that would appear if you're playing a game that's pirated, because like back in the day, when you pirated a game, some spooky stuff might happen. Like for example, in Spyro the Dragon, you'd basically be told,
I'm sorry, Spyro, but you seem to be playing a hacked version of this game.
and because of that fourth wall break of like a character in game telling you that you pirated something, it was a little bit scary. So people have now made their own anti-piracy screens. I remember one, for example, there was like a Nintendo Switch fitness game, and there was an ARG made that you're having a heart attack and you need to seek immediate help. It's fake, but it's still pretty scary.
You are having a heart attack.
And now people are doing edits of that for the TikTok Rizz party.
I did the impossible.
I never thought in my life you would get a notification saying you're watching a pirated TikTok Rizz party. I think one thing as well that's kind of sad about the entire event is the Island Entertainment Company. Their entire TikTok account page is now just absolutely ruined. Like the TikTok Rizz party, that has about 50 million views. The other videos are now getting millions of views. And the comment section, as you can imagine, from people that came from the TikTok Rizz party meme, they're basically just making fun of like every single person in these videos, whether it's an adult or a child. Like there's this video of a bunch of girls dancing and someone commenting saying, what is Gridlock doing? As you know, Gridlock is one of the operators in Siege. The one thing that does amaze me with this meme though is I have never seen more people God defend a meme in my entire life. Like if you try to criticize the TikTok Rizz party at any point, you're instantly labeled as someone that attended the party and you're trying to save yourself by, you know, saying how cringe it is to hate on it. Like I saw this one TikTok of a guy basically doing like a bit in his room, basically being, you know, that one dude who thinks TikTok Rizz party is funny. You know, the same guy that goes skibbity toilet Ohio. But again, the top comments are just saying like, bro, you are the leader of the TikTok Rizz party. Weren't you caught there, bro? Because as we know, the way memes work at the minute, they have such a short shelf life because all content is now like short form, you know, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, TikToks. And because of that, memes will only be viral or shared for around like a day or two, and then they get old. And then maybe sometime later, they might come back and in the form of like ironic memes, you know, like mewing, skibbity, looks maxing. Like I have seen so many TikToks of like scenes from films or video games, and they've been ruined because they're just like replacing the dialogue with like Kratos from God of War saying he's got Rizz.
I was born a Sigma. I had hoped to edge you. I chose to Rizz as a beta.
But at the end of the day, what do I think? I don't care. I think it's just a bunch of kids at a party. They had fun. Is it a bit cringe? Sure. But the fact that this went, like, there is such a self-hatred in young people that this became viral overnight, because this isn't like a we're all laughing together. This is definitely making fun at their expense. It's just the timing. These poor kids. It's now like they're going to be in their 20s and they're going to be like sat there probably in group therapy having to talk about how they survived the TikTok Rizz party. It's just like, I must have said TikTok Rizz party about 30 times in this video. I just cannot get over what a terrible sentence it is. TikTok Rizz. This is like, okay, if any of you remember, like, there was a bit I used to laugh at like 4 or 5 years ago, and it was a cat in a wheelchair, and whenever the cat would fall off the wheelchair, I just burst out laughing. Now it's TikTok Rizz party. This is the new thing that makes me laugh now. Now, you could look at it in a positive way. You see all these kids dancing, you know, there's no need for alcohol, there's no need for drugs. They're just living on like pure serotonin, pure adrenaline. They're just in the moment, boys being boys. But at the same time, they appeared at the TikTok Rizz party. It's over for them.